We closed on this property back in March.
Okay.
So about 3.5 months ago.
Oh, wow.
With a purchase price of $475,000.
Okay.
Since then, we put in about $140,000 in rehab and rehab costs and associated costs. And gross profit by the end of everything, including commissions for the agents, financing costs, miscellaneous fees, and utilities,
Right.
we're probably netting close to around $60,000.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For this size of a project, right?
Yeah, it's a different market than the Bay Area, but we're really happy with the results. And proportionally, the percentages of like investment came out really favorable as well. So it was well worth the effort, both financially and in terms of just like enjoying the process and learning as well.
Awesome. So what were some of the challenges that you had?
There were a few challenges that at least this course helped us overcome throughout the process. Probably the biggest and most important one was handling unexpected occurrences during the rehab. Long story short, throughout those 3 months of rehab, there were just additional costs such as the water heater breaking down on us or extra materials needed for the roof or anything like that, or adding on the fence, that we used her tips on budgeting just to make sure we can actually take those hits. So then things were pretty much roughly in our expected budget by the end of it, so that when these problems did come up, it wasn't such a big headache. We were also trying to figure out how to remodel the kitchen, where to put the island so that it would cater more to more families or be more attractive. So then at least it was able to give us feedback on which direction the island should go and considerations before we made our decision. And then lastly was asking the right questions with general contractors when we were shopping around, getting their feedback, and then helping us make the best decision possible as to who to work with for this project.
That's great. I'm so glad that my advice were able to help you guys throughout the project.
Definitely. We probably wouldn't have done this that soon if I didn't sign up for the academy.
Oh, that's so great to hear. So why did you decide to join the Transform Flipper Academy?
Yeah, I had always been reading and learning a lot about real estate investing, more so on the investing side than anything related to the actual property, the actual house. And we saw the academy as a way to combine our interests. I'm much more on the investing side. She's very into design and creativity.
Yeah.
So on top of it being kind of like a passion project for us as a couple, I really do believe that it's going to help spearhead our next adventures in real estate, whether it's more flipping or just learning how to add value to property in whichever fashion we take moving forward. And we can also see this as, once it picks up, maybe teach fewer days at the school that we're at, and I could see us doing this for a good while.
That's awesome. Yeah, it would be very exciting to transition into this new career. And you guys are so good at it too.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how would you describe your experience so far?
My experience in the academy so far has been very pleasant, overall overwhelmingly positive, and I think it mainly comes from setting a great foundation from the online material and the modules, which gave me just enough background knowledge to take action. And it gave me the comfort to take action because I knew I had an experienced person like Elisa who can help me troubleshoot when things, not that anything got out of hand, but I had that safety net of asking questions if I needed to from someone experienced. So I felt very secure in that leap of faith that we took.
Would you be a lot more scared if you were not in the academy?
Definitely. It's I know it's a different market than the Bay Area, but numerically it's still a financial risk for anyone.
Right.
Like for us, it was total cost were about $700,000 for everything. So it is a leap of faith no matter what, no matter how big or small.
Yeah.
But then we had that security of the wisdom to ask a question whenever we needed to help us get through it.
That's cool. So based on your experience so far, would you say like your investment in the academy was worth it?
Yes, tangibly and intangibly. On the tangible end, the profit that we make from our renovation here, greatly pays for itself with the tuition and just business starting costs. So well worth the tuition fees. And intangibly, because now Karisa and I were able to take on a passion project together, learn a lot about what goes into a house and carry it forward to whatever project we do next.
That's awesome. So do you have any advice for anybody who's considering whether to join the academy or not?
I think if you're anyone like us who's slightly risk averse and just wants a little more comfort in taking a big leap, I'd recommend joining the course because you'll learn a lot for foundations, and then you have an experienced network. There's a couple other students too that finished their properties as well, and we're all trying to contribute and help each other out. So it's well worth it to join. Most importantly, whatever it takes for you to do something instead of think about it, whether it's joining the course, definitely go for it.
Cool. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, we're really trying to build a very supportive community so that everybody lift each other up, and we want to share the abundance mindset. Thank you for doing that.
Of course, it's my pleasure, and we're happy to have been students of your academy and see our first project come to life.
Awesome.